Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club. Saturday, Community Service Edition. And guess what we got? We got some people that are actually giving up some time, some free time to us. And why not talk to them? They're important. They're here. So we're going to introduce ourselves. Let's talk about a little bit about community service. We'll start off on my left. Please give me your name. Your name.
I'm the left. Okay. Hi, I'm Fariha. I've been here on the podcast for like twice already.
Okay, so this is the third podcast?
Yes.
All right, so I don't.
Third time's a charm, I guess.
Third time is the charm. All right, who else is here?
I'm Jada. This is my first podcast here. So.
Jada gets the horns. I'm sorry for you. You don't get the horns.
Yeah, I already got it twice, I guess.
She already got it. Thank you, ladies, for coming out on a Saturday. Teenagers, it's hard to even get up. You guys are out here doing community service. Thank you for the internship, too. I'm hoping that you're learning. You're learning something about work. And this program that Dr. O'Grady has been doing for a while with myself for about I think 6 or 7 years already. So we have had a lot of students. This year I think we had the most, but we've had a lot of students, and there's some familiar faces because we hired some of you guys too. So it's a good pool to hire from. How do you ladies feel about community service? Faria, you can go first.
Okay. Personally, I think I would love to give back to the community, of course. But sometimes, like before, I was just feeling so lazy. I didn't even bother doing it. And also, sometimes I'm just so swamped with schoolwork.
Yeah.
Never get the time. But now that I know how to actually manage my time, I feel like
time management is a big thing, especially when you're getting to the point where you guys are juniors now, right? You're gonna be going to college soon. Time management is everything. You think that I don't have my parents no more. I can do whatever. Yeah, okay. You're gonna have a class at 9 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna have a break for 3 hours. You're gonna have another class at 1, and so that those 2 hours in between, you better do laundry or something, or do something important, because if you don't manage your time right, you're never gonna have enough time to do something. So that's very important. Time management is everything. Plus, also giving back, putting a smile on someone's faces, I think is a nice thing. What about you?
Well, this is my first time actually doing community service because I'm usually the one that receives the community service.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So at least you know what's the other end.
Right. So it feels nice to finally be able to give and not get.
Okay. And you know what? And we're here for the people that get. And that's no shame either. Sometimes, we're put in these positions because it could be a fire, it could be your mom has 2 jobs but still can't pay for all the bills, and a bag of food or something goes a long way. A box of food or anything like that. So it's very important that we give back. It's also the only thing, one of the reasons that I'm glad is that at least the school that you go to, which I don't like to mention, they do have this thing that you have to do community service in order to graduate, and that's something that they implement, and I respect that. I think that everyone should give a little bit back, and see what it is to and like you said, you've been on the other end receiving, and during the pandemic we was all receiving. So I have no issue grabbing a bag of food for my family. I'm not going to be in this picture because they're doing the podcast. I'm doing a podcast where they're doing pictures, so I'm not even doing that. But it's always good to see young adults give back to the community and do something positive. We don't have no guys here though. Ladies young ladies are always eager to do something different. Young boys don't want to do nothing for free. So I wish we had other boys, but we don't. Anything else?
BECA.
No, not from BECA. Well, you mentioned the name. I'm gonna have to censor that.
My
I'm
bad.
sorry. I have to censor that. What's my censor? I'm gonna have to beep you on that one. I don't like when you say that. Yeah, I mean, the boys are always hard to get to do anything. I've noticed that. I've been a boy before. I like giving back though. I bring my daughters just so they can see what it is also. To give back to the community, to be part of it, to hand the bag, carry a bag, do all that stuff. I think it's important to build it into them now, so that later on they could always do something positive in their neighborhood. You're not too talkative, guys.
Okay, I'll say something.
All right, what you have to say?
Personally, I have mixed feelings about school implementing community service hours, because I like it doesn't seem genuine from the I guess like
Oh no,
the
it's
people
not
from
genuine.
it's not genuine from like the people's and like the people that are helping like who are for like they feel obligated to do it, but at the same time it's like at the end of the day they're getting the work done, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true too. Um, I know that it's kind of forced on you. By this time, and you guys are doing a great job. So that's why I tell you that we've had you volunteer in different events, and we have more events coming up. By the time you're a senior, you're gonna be like, "Pfft, I got all my hours. I got all my volunteer hours, and it might be something that you just do because you do it, um, not just for the credit to graduate. Um, so it might be one of those things, and you never know. There may be, we all come from different backgrounds, and there may be a time that maybe your particular group of people need volunteers. It happens a lot in Spanish Harlem. There's a fire. There's this. There's that. We all get together to help bury somebody. Like it's just things that happen in life. Um, so be aware of those things. I know it's women empowerment, and you guys have to big up each other, and it's also important that you guys, you know, are learning a little bit about the work experience. Is this your first job?
Yeah.
This-
Well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Besides like
this
babysitting,
Yeah.
everyone says babysitting, but like the first job that you actually like,
Get paid for and
that you
like,
get
actually
paid
go to and
for,
enjoy. Yes.
and you have to go,
well,
and
does cap count?
I guess cap counts, but it was
To me, no, because
To
like,
me,
that's my
this-
teacher.
yeah, it was your
And I go to
teacher,
school
and it
there,
was
so
in
it's
school, and you guys, use a card to punch in, but you there for 22 minutes. Like it makes no sense.
Right.
Over here, if it wasn't for me that I had a familiar face, you'll have a different supervisor, and you have to like listen to that person. And if you're coming late, you have to be responsible, and you have to call if you're not going to show up. And these are all things that happen when you're in the real work field. If you don't show up to work and you don't call them, you probably don't have a job. It's handled like that in the real work field. So also when you're calling in late, usually we'll call and be like, hey, I'm running a little late, or something like that to your supervisor. So these are all the things that eventually you're gonna learn and you have to do when you get out there to the work field.
Even now, I guess I'm still getting acquainted with you because back in Beck, I really didn't know you like
Down,
that.
Like
I,
I would see you, but like,
I don't talk to
oh, you
nobody.
work here, so
Yeah, like okay.
I was
but-
always in the office. I was doing attendance, making sure that
Right.
your attendance was right.
And like every other day, like you had like few lines to say to the students.
That's it.
Lunch.
Do you want
got a
lunch?
phone.
downstairs, come.
Yeah, go downstairs. You're on phone with the fire drill, and if you went into the office and you were looking for Miss Washington,
They're like, yeah,
Right.
Miss
she's
Washington's
not here.
there,
Yeah,
or
she's
like
not here.
she's not there.
And
yeah.
that's it, basically. I have my four sentences that I said a day,
Right.
and nobody
It's
knew
kinda
me as
like-
anything else.
It's like a script that you have to like repeat at
Yeah.
this
Over and
point.
over and over again.
Over here, I talk too much.
Nah, I actually like when you talk because it's like I'm talkative too, so I don't feel like singled out sometimes. You
Okay.
know? Yeah.
I'm just a good listener, so
You're a good listener. That doesn't work here. Now, listening is
It
great.
does, though.
Listening is to tell you the truth, is one of the most powerful things, because if someone comes up to you and says, "I have an issue, I have a problem," and you really listen to them, you could really solve something. Someone like myself that likes to talk, I mean, I also listen, but if I like to talk over you, I'll just be like, and talk right over you and not listen to exactly what you need. So it's listening is very important.
Like
It's
you
an
just have
important
to
thing.
like find the right time to do like one or the other.
Right.
There's just like you don't want to make it about yourself when somebody's like venting
That's
to you.
true.
you
like
know?
when we first got here and there's a lot of problems with the interns and stuff, like I listened before I said anything because people were like, oh, why would they say that? And I'm just like, well, you ain't really been doing what you
Yeah,
what you
Exactly.
need to really be
Yeah,
doing.
I mean, you can't get away with things.
Right.
And this is something that you should learn in a work field. As many friends as you think you have, and as many people that are cool with you, there's always people that are like, look at her, she ain't doing this. Look at her, she ain't doing this. There's always people that are gonna throw you under the bus, as they say. And it's not hate. Sometimes we have enough cameras here that we'll figure it out eventually, if we catch you doing it. But you have to be aware that if we give you a rule and we tell you not to do it and you keep doing it, it's gonna get to us. It might not get to us that day, but it's gonna eventually get to us. And when it gets to us, it's already kind of late. It's like, yeah, she's been doing it for a while. Send her home. And that's the way the work field works. Like I told you when you first started here, I said I have no complaints or anything like that. I'll send to you. I have no complaints. If it's one of those things that they have to speak to me about you, it's kind of already too late. is already to the problem that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna handle it a different way. But I give you guys room to grow. I mean, everyone's not perfect. You'll make mistakes, and if you're trying to get away with something and they catch you, and you be like, all right, I'm not gonna do it again. That's fine. But if you continue doing it, you know, you can get in trouble. All right, I think it seems like they locking this place up. They ready to go? I'm
I-
hungry.
Me too.
Me
I'm
too.
starving. I don't know what I'm gonna eat.
Like in the morning, I got up and then I was like, wait, cause like I wouldn't have come if I didn't wake up like at the time I was supposed to. Like I didn't have any alarm on. Like I just woke up
Yeah,
naturally.
that's the
So
way
I
I
was like,
wake up.
okay, let's go. Let me just go, cause I'm not doing anything right now.
You're doing something. You're giving back to the
Yeah.
community. Don't say you're not doing nothing.
No, like at home, like I wasn't doing
Okay.
nothing. So like I might as well come
Free
and
time.
do something.
I don't like being home anyways, so why not?
I don't like having my time wasted now. Like
You see?
I want it to be
I
worth
like
something.
that. That's a good thing. You want your time used wisely. All right, let me go because Miss Brittany's giving me the side eye. Thank you, ladies, for being part of the podcast.
Thank
problem.
you.
Check, 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 check. 1 2 1 2. Check, 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 check.
I gotta send it to her. All right, we're out of here. Saturday service is over.